Hello and welcome back to another video. This problem, we're given a table which is showing the population of Greenleaf, Idaho for the years 2000 and 2010. If the relationship between population and year is linear, we're asked which of the following functions P models the population of Greenleaf T years after 2000. So T years after 2000, that would make 2000 0 years after 2000, and 2010 10 years after 2000. So the way you can go about doing this is by finding the equation of the line and going through and finding which one matches here. But because these aren't all in the same form, right? We have these which are in slope-intercept form, but these are a little bit more complicated, right? There's this t minus 2000 term, right, versus just t. So we aren't guaranteed that it would line up perfectly, and we'd have to do some additional manipulation to get it to match one of our answers potentially. So what I think is the simpler case for this problem is just to plug in some values, right? Plugging in 0 and 10, they're pretty easy values. It's not gonna be that hard, and we will get our answer. So A, for one of these to be the answer, they have to satisfy both of these points. So P of 0, since we're talking about 0 years after 2000, is gonna be 862 minus 1.6 times T0, right? P of T is this, so P of 0 is just the same thing, plugging in 0 for T. 862 minus 1.6 times 0 is 0, so minus 0 is just 862. So the population 0 years after 2000, given this function, is 862, which checks out. Now we have to check the other point. P of 10 years after 2000, is 862 minus 1.6 times 10. This is going to be 862 minus 1.6 times 10 is 16. And 862 minus 16 is 846. So both of these match up with our expected population. So we know A is going to be the answer. So just to see an example of one that wouldn't work, let's try B, because we know B, C, and D don't work now because we know that A does. So P of 0 for B is going to be 862 minus 16 times 0. This is 862 minus 16 times 0 is 0, which is 862. So again, this checks out, but when we try P of 10, remember they have to work for both. We have 862 minus 16 times 10 is 862 minus 160. 16 times 10 is 160, and this is 702, which is not 846, so B is not the answer. And for C and D, you'd find that maybe it would work for one, but it would not work for both, and A is going to be your final answer. As always, thank you for liking and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video.